Hi there, my name is Wouter Weigand and in this video I will show you exactly how to generate leads in 2026. Whether you sell a high ticket or a low ticket service, this is a video you have to watch because once your offer is built in the right way, you can scale it through Meta advertising, Google advertising, LinkedIn advertising, TikTok advertising, even Pinterest advertising, whatever channel you use, it doesn't matter, or you can use your organic reach from you or your clients. So the channel matters far less than the structure behind it. So I have used this exact strategy to generate over 17,000 leads only this year and more than 1.3 million euros in revenue for me or my clients. When this is implemented correctly, I have seen lead costs drop from like 100 euros per lead to as low as 3 euros using Meta advertising. So this is not about specific tactics, but this is about building an offer and funnel that the market actually responds to in the right way, so you can generate quality and quantity of leads for your service. So it doesn't matter if it's B2B or it's B2C, because what I will show you will use for both markets. So the first step is what really important, is a bit cliche, but it is the truth. You really have to understand your audience first. A strong offer never resonates with your service only. It has to resonate with the audience you want to target. I always start off with this question, and that is, who do I really want to attract, and what does this person truly want, and where they at? Because if you know that specific question, then you can target them in the right way. Without a razor sharp understanding of your audience, you cannot create ads that like resonate with them, trigger emotion, or convert in the right way, um, or with the right qualifications. So use the following 5-part analysis framework as your foundation to really get a clear vision of what your audience is, where they at, and what they want. Because the first thing is define the basics. So what are their age? What is their experience level? Um, are they starters? Are they experienced? What are some location they're at? Is it local? Is it regional? Is it maybe international or maybe national? So that's really important for you to understand. What industry or market are they in right now? What are the qualifications they have to have? Like, do they have to have specific certifications or specific experience, the um, the hard qualifications they have, or what are some things that would be nice to have for them, but it's not a hard qualification. So think about a specific skill they need to have, or they it would be nice if they worked with a lot of CRMs you're working in, like Slack or for example. So, but if they don't, that's not really a hard qualification, but they have to have experience within the sales within your niche, for example. So, and they have to have like one specific certification. So that are the things that's really important to figure out first. And what is also important is how you're going to speak to them. So what is the name they call themselves as a group? So for example, they call themselves an entrepreneur or a young entrepreneur or a young professional or Gen Z, or they call themselves electro, electri- electrical mechanic, for example. So what is the group called they want to associate themselves with? So if you have that clear, that is the basic. From there on, you go further. So what are their frustrations? What are their pain points? So what problems do they have on a daily, monthly, and yearly basis? Because what's really important to know, like, you have really daily problems, you have monthly problems, and you have yearly problems that go yearly. They come back yearly. That's really important to figure out, because then you know when you can target them. So for example, if someone has a yearly problem, like they don't want to go to their family with Christmas because they have a lot of issues with their family, that's a yearly problem. You cannot um, You cannot interest them in a solution for that problem maybe in February. The chance of that is a lot smaller because they really feel that pain around November maybe or at the beginning of December, because then they make plans for the family, and then he's like, okay, I really don't want to see them. So is it yearly? Is it monthly? Is it daily? So that's important to like write down maybe 5 yearly, 5 daily, and 5 monthly problems your audience has. Um, okay, from there on, what are the ambitions and what are the desired outcomes they want? So, what is the growth plan they want and what is the desired outcome? So, the promised land they want to go through. If your offer does not clearly connect to their desired future, your ad will not get the click you are looking for, or your offer will not get the click. So, people click when they recognize themselves and recognize that you know that they feel recognized. So, what are some common desires they have? Because in a previous video of mine, I talked about breakthrough advertising. That is maybe the best book that's ever written. It's written in 1966 by Eugene Schwartz, and it's really important to watch that video to understand really about what are the basics of marketing. So, what does someone move in the direction you want them to move in? So, what is their specific desire? You can really build your structure behind it, around it. So, what are the values and the secondary preferences you want to have with your audience? So, um, how do they want to work with someone? Is it in a transparent way, short communication lines, flexibility, personal guidance? What does move them in a secondary way, for example? And what is your unique strength instead of your competitors? So is it maybe your process, your specialization, your proven results for your clients? Or is it to focus on a specific audience, a specific niche um, that makes you different from your competitors? From there on, so when you have a clear image of your target audience, from there on you can create a lead magnet to get the to get their specific information you are looking for from them. Like, for example, an email, phone number, their name, maybe the company they work for, or the revenue they're in. That's really the information you want to have before the sales call, and that information you can get through a lead magnet. So let's, for example, say whenever advertising on Meta, you're always targeting cold audiences. These people are not actively searching for your solution. They are scrolling, distracted, skeptical, and unfamiliar with you specifically. So that means you cannot ask them immediately for like a paid program or a partnership or a proposal or a sales call, because doing so it creates resistance because they are not really in the stage yet you want them to be in. Or if they are, that's a really small percentage of the target audience you want to target. Doing so creates resistance, for example. Before someone is willing to engage commercially with you, three things must happen first. They must have perceived value from you, they must develop trust with you, and the barrier to take action must be low, because if not, then they will not provide information. This is exactly what a lead magnet is designed to do. So a lead magnet is not about collecting email addresses or phone numbers. It's about earning attention and permission to contact them for the next phase they are going to be in. So there are three effective types of lead magnets for B2B or B2C service providers. So not all lead magnets work equally well for cold traffic, but below you have three formats that consistently perform in professional service markets or different markets you are willing to use them for. So one, you have three types of lead magnets. The one, knowledge-based lead magnets. So this is the most common one and safest entry points for cold audiences. So let's say an ebook, a white paper, a checklist, a mini course, a webinar, a case study bundle. Let's, for example, that are all examples that are used in a very much from creators or something to get information from the people. And why this works. It's a very low commitment because most of the time it's free or it's low ticket. Positions you as an authority, and you build trust because you um, bring a solution to a specific small problem they have right there and then. So it allows prospects to experience your thinking and approach to that problems, and perfect starting point for a nurture sequence to get them to the next level where they pay you, for example. So strategic advantage will be you educate before you sell. The prospect starts framing you as an expert rather than a vendor. So you are more than a vendor. Let's say your competitor only screams of the rooftops like I'm the best, I'm the best. And in this case, you can really convince them that you are the best in the field. So the downside is you will attract people who are primarily consuming information. So you are not attracting people that primarily are buyers, because if they are buyers, they would buy immediately, and the most people are not. So buying intent is really lower compared to, let's say, a call request or something. So this is not a problem of your if your sales process is really strong, but your sales process has to be really strong if you want to make money from lead magnets. So important implication is your email flow and follow-up must do the heavy lifting for you. Without a structured nurturing, these leads rarely convert to paying customers because the backend systems really have to be on point. I will make a video about the backend selling system in a later video, but that's really important to get them from leads to buying customers because that's what you're doing it for. So that's the one thing. The second way is quiz or assessment funnels. This is the one, this is, in my opinion, the most underutilized but powerful lead magnet format. It's, for example, like a marketing scan, a growth maturity assessment, sales health check, recruitment scorecard, sales IQ test, or like a disc sales profile test assessment. So why this work is extremely low friction as well. People answer honestly because it feels non-committal to answer the quiz questions, and they like to fill in quizzes, and they want to also get the right outcome of the quiz. So you not only promising them the quiz itself, but you also promise them uh, a specific outcome, so a specific document, really um, that's only specific for them, so personalized. So if you can bring them a personalized uh, outcome, then they will be fair and honest in filling out the answers. So a lot of people for lead magnets, they lie because they know they get the lead magnet if they lie. But a quiz or assessment funnel, they want to have a personalized outcome. And when for a personalized outcome, you have to tell the truth because otherwise the personalized outcome will not work for them. So that's really important to know. And you collect personal and contextual data immediately that enables your sales professionals to use that information in the sales call, and enables personalized advice at scale because you can use that to automate the personalized outcome I was talking about. So that is your strategic advantage. Your downside is intent is still lower than direct call request. So I have a lot of pros, but the con is your follow process must be a point as well in this using this lead magnet. So your funnel must clearly connect the results to the cost of inaction and your solution, because if not, then the next step is too weak to get them into the next step, and then your momentum is lost. So the third way is a strategy call or an analysis funnel. So here's like, okay, we will look together one-on-one on your specific service or your specific strategy you use right now. So like a strategy session, an audit call, a diagnostic call. Why this work? It's also a highest intent level, and it's like giving away an hour for free of your time to bring them some personalized results. The only downside is people know that this is a sales call as well. So it is like a sales call marketed in a different way, and a lot of companies are using it. and they call it the audit call, but it's actually just a sales call. So a lot of people are familiar with this type of lead magnet, so they are not like the bump is really high for them to get there to book this in, because it feels like a sales call for them, and it's also not really scalable if you want to do this on scale with low intent people. So that's why I always recommend one or two I was talking about, and this one I would recommend not. Only I would recommend this if you have a really warm audience. So if you have a big organic reach, for example, then I would use this specific strategy. So which lead magnets should you choose for your service? This decision should never be based on preference, but it should be based on market awareness and trust levels. So that's really, I will direct you again to the breakthrough advertising video. What stage is your audience in? If they're ready to buy, then you are not, it's not necessary for you to use a quiz or lead magnet funnel. You can just like, if they're ready to buy, you can just tell them like buy right now, or maybe give a discount or something. Then they're just willing to buy. But if not, and a lot of services, you have a lot of sophistication in the market, then it's really good for you to use a quiz, either to get new leads, and it's also good to use it to get more leads from your current customers, or get more information about your current leads. That's also a good way. So I would use knowledge-based lead magnets or quiz or assessment funnels if you are not in the most aware stage. If you are, and you have a big audience and you have a big organic reach, then I would use the strategy calls. And if you have a big personal brand, I would highly recommend using strategy calls, because your personal brand is your authority. So people trust you already if you have a good personal brand, and then the strategy calls will go through the roof. So then it works really well. A critical reminder again, what I told you in this video a couple of times, your sales machine must be in place. So your back-end selling system must be in order, because if not, then the lead magnet getting the details is not enough, because then it will only cost money to advertise. Your back-end system has to be on point from the lead magnets to become buying customers. If not, then it's a waste of money and it's a waste of time. So that's really important for you to have on point before you start all of this. Because if not, then you're just like building a lead list, and a lead list in itself is not really that important for your business. The most important thing is that money comes in, because if money is not coming in, then it's not a business. So a lead magnet works really well, and it's the best way to like scale your business in a structured way, but the backend selling systems have to be on point. So I will make a video about that in maybe next week or something. Then I will go through a good backend selling system, like good follow-up sequences you can use to go from lead magnets to buying customers. So again, my name is Wouter Weigand. You can contact me on Instagram or LinkedIn if you want to work together or have some questions, or want me to send you this specific document I have right here. If you want that, then just send me a DM, maybe with the word like lead magnet. I will send you this, and from there we can see if there's cooperation where we're both happy from. So that's it for now. I wish you guys a very nice day, and yeah, let's see each other in the next video.